Ah, see, there we go. That's the when you've leveled up your Yang a bit, which is the transformed mode. Perry can chain into an aerial rave, which is now something she can do, which is way more useful for her character. A dry breeze blows through the shop district. I walk through the crowd. In between the passers-by, I can see them out for blood. It's their faces that stand out. I can tell, and I can sense their skill. But I will not be defeated. I'm Yomi, a second-year Hebijo student. This is a fight I must win. My hand clenches the flyer I've brought. Written on it in large red letters is the following: Second Annual Ultimate Eating Championship. I picked the flyer up yesterday. At the time, I had only a single yen to my name. Do we really need this kind of filter for something that happened literally yesterday? Like, I can understand, like ages ago, because, like, hey, the film is all worn out. It's like, it's an old reel, but this was just fucking yesterday. 1 yen will not buy bean sprouts, however affordable they may be, so I was almost delirious with hunger. Maybe if she took all that fucking money from Haruka. I considered eating wild herbs, but those are best left for others. The idea of me eating them was simply out of the question. Normally I would go to the supermarket and partake of the free samples they give out. But as they figured out that the free samples were my dinner, I'm now on their list of dangerous people. Lately they've been putting away the samples as soon as they see my face. In tough times, keep your head down. That's my favorite expression. By keeping your head low and looking at the ground, you might actually find the money you need. That's exactly what I've been doing when I discovered this flyer. The grand prize for this tournament is all the food in the shops district that is just past its expiration date. Just past its expiration date. What a luxury that would be. Unless it's rotten, a meal is a meal. Just being able to eat my fill would be a spectacular prize. With a gnawing sense of obligation, I'd sign myself up. That's a pretty shitty prize. The chairman of the shops district steps up onto the stage they've set up for the occasion. There are 8 contestants, including myself. The chairman explains the rules to us. The competition is finally going to begin. I'm well prepared for this. Since I've been eating so poorly, my stomach has shrunk a fair bit, so I drank a ton of water last night. That should have expanded it again. Aside from myself, there are 2 other girls in the competition. One looks like a heavy eater, while the other is a beautiful girl who looks out of place here. The chairman introduces each of the contestants. The girl's name is apparently Ikaruga. She has long black hair and a noble presence. Judging by the quality of her school uniform, it looks like it was tailor-made for her. Beautiful, elegant, high class, with tailor-made clothing. Just thinking about it makes me irritated. The rich deserve only death. That is one of my principles. Are you wealthy? Once the opening ceremony finishes, I stop the girl and ask her that. Huh? She looks flustered and bothered at having to respond. Yeah, she is. Daughter of some super rich family, in fact. The high-spirited girl interrupts our conversation. She seems to be a friend of the princess. Please, Katsuragi. Well, come on, it's the truth, right? They speak to each other like close friends. They don't even see that I'm radiating burning hatred. Spoiled princesses deserve only death. That is another of my principles. But if I cause an uproar in front of all these people, they'll probably cancel the competition. I hold back my bloodlust for the moment. But is it okay? I start to ask, forcing a smile onto my face. For one of your stature to be involved in something as vulgar as an eating competition? The princess still looks flustered, so Katsuragi takes it upon herself to offer up an answer again. Karigo is the first to flip out during an exercise for testing her fortitude, so as a penalty, she has to participate in this. I knew it. How carefree, how typical. Even if the princess wins, she'll likely just throw away the prize without a thought. I can't forgive such arrogance. But I remind myself, it doesn't matter why she's here. I'll be the one winning today. I introduce myself to the princess, then bow out of the conversation. The eating competition is divided into one-on-one battles. The 8 contestants are divided into A block and B block, with myself in A and that girl in B. If we do square off, it'll be in the final round. But that's not very likely. No spoiled princess would ever be able to win an eating competition. They call my name, and I walk up on stage. My first opponent is a fellow in a white school uniform. He looks unhealthy, like he's barely seen the sun. The name's Murasame. I can tell you're scared, little lady. Hmm? There's nothing you can do. Sorry to say, but I'm a pro. You can back out now and only suffer a little nick to your pride. What a very strange person. Best to ignore him. No retort, huh? I refuse to engage him, sitting calmly in my chair and waiting for the start of the match. But something seems amiss. We keep waiting, but the food isn't being brought out. I look backstage and see the chairman rushing around. There must indeed be something wrong. After a bit longer, they bring out a heaping mountain of cabbage cores. The chairman bows his head repeatedly and begins to speak. He tells us that the first round's challenge was apparently to eat a whole cabbage. But all that's left are the cores. Cabbage cores? I'm not a rabbit. Murasame makes no attempt to hide his disdain. His attitude is grating, no question. Cabbage cores are high-quality ingredients. They're filling and have a delightful texture. The idea of eating only the leaves of cabbage always struck me as ignorant. Their leaves are, of course, delicious, but the cores deserve no less respect. If you don't like it, why not abstain from competing? Abstain. If I did that, this would be as far as I go. 8th place. Do you even realize what that would mean, little lady? No? I don't understand what's going on, but Murasame's eyes have grown thoroughly bloodshot. I'll do it. I'll be a rabbit. Just call me Bunny Boy. With both parties raring to go, the match begins. I bite into the first core on my plate. That heavy texture, that sweet earthy aroma. Its unique sweetness fills my mouth. It's splendid. Cabbage cores are food fit for a king. Lost in ecstasy, I tap on my plate. Before I know it, I've eaten them all. That was delicious. I offer my profound thanks to the earth for its blessings, and the chairman raises my right hand. I look to my side and see that Murasame has fainted, his mouth stuffed to the lips with cores. He seems to have passed out from oxygen deprivation. This first round has been no challenge at all. Brother! The little princess rushes to Murasame's side. Brother? These two are siblings. I don't see much of a resemblance. But come to think of it, they do both give the impression of being rich and spoiled. The princess drops to her knees at Murasame's side, extending a hand to help stabilize him. Murasame viciously slaps her hand away. Don't touch me. Brother. No one but my real family may lay a hand on me. Wow, that's not really gonna work out with the ladies, is it? After that sharp remark, he dashes out of sight, so her big brother has no love for her. She clenches her lips and returns to the B-block stage. Well, let's see how the princess eats, shall we? I decide to go and watch her match. Go, Karuga! With her friend's encouragement, the princess stuffs her face full of cabbage cores. Keep it up, you can't quit now! She eats daintily, but not without speed. Bite by bite, she pulls ahead of her opponent. As she finishes the last core, she delicately wipes her mouth with a napkin. Woohoo, Karuga. Let me reward you with a nice massage. I'm fine, thank you. The match ended, she exchanges banter with her friend. She's very composed. However, the competition's only just begun. The real test for fortitude will be in the finals. Let's see just how well this little princess holds up. As I sit down for the semifinals, a huge shadow covers my vision. I lift my gaze to behold a woman who looks like a sumo wrestler. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Sumo woman laughs scornfully and takes a seat next to me. I have a rather unpleasant feeling. Again, we sit and wait for the food to arrive. Again, it doesn't appear. As I grow irritated with the event planning, the flustered chairman scrambles back on stage. What seems to be the problem? With tears in his eyes, he tries to explain. Apparently, the second round's food was supposed to be popcorn. But when they opened the prepared box, it was pickled hornet larvae. Did the delivery person make a mistake? Or maybe it was a prank. Regardless, for the competition to continue, they'll have to serve us pickled hornet larvae. Sumo woman starts bellowing laughter at the extremely embarrassed chairman. Hornet larvae is fine by me. I'm good to go. She gives me another fleeting glance. Not sure about the little pixie here, though. Want to back out while you still can? No need to worry about me. Hornet larvae are nutritious, the milk of the forest. Like milk of the forest. The very idea of forfeiting is ridiculous. And so they bring before me a heaping mound of hornet larvae. I hear shrieks of disgust from the audience. My goodness, one shouldn't judge food before trying it. The chairman announces the start of the match. This will decide the winner of A block. Sumo Woman eats the larvae one by one, her face twisted into a disgusted grimace. She manages to remain composed, though. Looks can be deceiving, I suppose. I stick my hands into the mountain of hornet larvae and scoop them up. Then, as if drinking water from my hands, I pour them into my mouth. The place bursts into a bizarre commotion as the chairman raises my hand. That was delicious. Sumo Woman's face flushes a deep red, and she leaves the stage. Damn it, this can't be. Gripe all you want, you still lost. When you're outmatched, you should back down. Now to see how B block turns out. You did it, Kagura. You're a finalist. Overjoyed, the princess's friend throws her arms around her. Frankly, I'm surprised. I never would have thought the princess could stomach hornet larvae. I'll walk over to the princess and ask her a question. Do you enjoy larvae? Yes. She gives me a slight smile. My father favored them, and I've had them numerous times as a child. Is that so? It's just the kind of delicacy I'd expect a walking endorsement of capitalism to indulge in. Just hearing her disgusts me. What a vile, twisted, superficial life that must be. The thought of this little princess being so spoiled makes me want to. She hasn't the slightest clue what's going on in my head, so she offers me an elegant smile and extends her hand to me. Let's make the final match a good one. I gently take her hand and shake it. Though all I want to do is crush her fingers into powder, I will take far more pleasure in rendering a crushing defeat. Yes, let's. Please go easy on me. We both step onto the stage, where we find the chairman on his knees. Did something else go wrong? He whimpers out another explanation, repeatedly touching his forehead to the stage. The final round was supposed to be a never-ending bowl of soba noodles. However, the noodles have gone missing from backstage. Instead, he explains, we will be eating massive earthworms. Earthworms? Princess's previously calm face drops and turns pale. Please bring noodles from elsewhere. At her words, the chairman shakes his head. He tells her all of the soba noodles in the area have already been cleaned out for the tournament. Then, perhaps we could postpone the finals. Her pathetic request sends my blood boiling. You've got to be kidding me. No one can stop a tournament this far in. I'm fine with this. Worms it is. As soon as I say that, all eyes turn to me. You've heard of a bottomless soba bowl. Well, how about a bottomless worm bowl? I can handle it. The princess is speechless. What do you say? Will you proceed or forfeit? Forfeit. Please forfeit, princess. Even I can't handle eating earthworms. I hope she'll forfeit. I pray for it. Forfeit. Yes. I prepare to strike a triumphant pose. It is not an option. Despite her words, I can see she's sweating bullets. Alright, give him hell, Kagura. Her friend Katsuragi brims with carefree enthusiasm. The spectators go wild. This is definitely a turn for the worse. Maybe I shouldn't have called attention to myself. Something wrong? You don't look well. Really? We level our eyes at each other. Her face is covered in a cold sweat. I suspect mine is no different. Both of us can tell the other is bluffing. Finally, they put the bowls down before us. Look at this fucking announcer. He's a maniac. Oh Jesus, it's even censored. It's so gross. I peek into mine, and from the soup they emerge. They're wriggling. The worms are squirming around. Oh God, there's none of it either. Ew! No way. Absolutely not. My mind is screaming at me. And yet, before I even realize it, my fingers have picked up the chopsticks. Right. I've come too far to go back down now. To back down now. Prize or no prize, I'd rather die than let that princess beat me. Once I've steeled myself, I bring the bowl up to my lips. Thank you for this delicious meal. I concede. Huh? Much to my surprise, the princess has lowered her head. You win. I let out a massive sigh of relief. It's not the finale I'd hoped for, but a victory is a victory. Still, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. Where in the world did you find such determination? The princess asked me softly. You wouldn't understand if I told you. And she wouldn't. Not ever. Only those who have walked through the desert of poverty, hunger and thirst could understand. I'm gonna tear this tournament down. An angry voice suddenly burst forth. I turned to see none other than Sumo Woman, and this time she's brought a gang of friends. I see. Now I understand. Without even hearing the princess's words, I figured it out as well. Most likely, Sumo Woman caused all the problems in the tournament. She's the one who swapped out all the food to ensure that she'd win. That has to be it. The princess steps forward in anger. I raise a hand to stop her. My anger is no less than hers. These ruffians interfered with our match. Leave this to me. Please stand back. I can't crush the princess today, but Sumo Woman and her grunts will be fine substitutes. Meddling in battle, any kind of battle, is a sin to be punished. Oh yeah, I gave her a beard. Yomi, I can't let you fight alone. Don't worry, princess. That tournament filled my stomach to the brim. Now to work it off. An after-meal workout, you say? Very well. I leave this in your capable hands. That said, would you please find some place to hide? When I'm full, my movements become quite intense. I would prefer you didn't see this. Understood. I will stay out of sight. Thank you very much. Now I can move freely. Yeah, we didn't have assistance like we did in Estival Versus when more than one shinobi might be fighting at a time. Alright, so I need to beat up a Sumo Woman and her grunts. I see grunts, but I don't see a Sumo Woman. Yeah, approach me. I got the big sword. It's frustrating when someone's like about to attack behind me, but like my combo carries me out of the range, and then I just parry and just break my combo anyways. I just really don't like playing as Yomi. It's not that good. Hopefully I can defeat this mob before the next one arrives, or before my burst runs out, so I can spend the burst on them. Yeah, there we go, that's what I wanted. Everyone, gather around. Oh wow, it took out the Sumo Woman too. She didn't stand a fucking chance. Phew, well that takes care of everything. Surprising, you really did defeat them all on your own. Oh, Yomi, are you alright? Are you injured? No, my stomach. I'm getting hungry again. Huh? I may have been a bit over-exuberant, and I managed to eat so much food too. Such a waste. I cannot believe it. That's quite an unusual digestive tract you have. Please pardon me, but I must be off. I think I'll cook up some bean sprouts and have those. Farewell. She's gone. Yomi, is it? They're gonna go on to be rivals too. What's wrong, Mirai? Can't sleep? I think sometimes I won't pronounce it Mirai, which is probably normal, but Mirai is just easier. Oh, Homura. Did you have a nightmare? Well, it's more like when I'm by myself at night, I think a lot about the past. The past? I used to get teased a lot in middle school. I thought Hebijo would make me stronger than I am now, physically and mentally. But every time I think about the past, I still start shivering. I'm no good, am I? Want to find out? Find out? How strong you've gotten. Let's see. No way, like I'd stand a chance against you. Never know until you try. But... what's wrong? Don't you want to know how strong you are? Alright, let's do it. That's the spirit, spoken like an elite. Alright, the condition is cheer up Mirai, so I guess I'm playing as Homura? Well, now we know already that Mirai can't beat Homura, because I'm playing as Homura. I'm fucking giving it away already. Alright, well, I'm just looking to finish her off. So I don't think it's possible to actually finish a character off before they transform. Even if you lay the heat on real thick. Which I think was possible in Shinobi Versus, and maybe even Estimable. But, I remember one time in particular, I think it's when I was redoing an easier mission to get this scroll, like the one behind me just now. And, I think that, I think I remember seeing a character's health bar getting down, like, all the way, and then just them simply not dying, and then there's a transformation happening. So I think, like, they absolutely will get one off. I want to get this while I'm here. Nope, just doing that. Super easy to dodge. Dang it. I was going for my triangle charge. Nope, still timed it poorly again. You can never really know when like Mirai's animation is just over. I guess I'll transform. Build that meter. I don't think we've seen this costume yet. Oh yes, it's the pink pirate outfit. Still got the ears though. The pirate hat. Because you can actually set it so accessories only appear like post or pre-transform. So I was like, yeah, I'll just add the hat. The options they're all there. All the options from before. You can change the size, move them around however you want. I haven't done anything in particular though. And I don't think I'm gonna be like doing anything stupid like I did with the previous ones. It's just so much extra work that I don't feel like doing. I like that cutaway so you don't actually see her putting the swords away. It'd be way too hard to animate. That would take weeks. I win. See? I knew I couldn't beat you. I knew it from the moment we started fighting. So tell me this. I knew you couldn't win. Why'd you bother fighting me at all? Huh? You didn't think you could win, but you squared off against me anyway. That's courage, and it says a lot about your strength. Homura. Believe in yourself, Mirai. You're stronger than you think. Your body and your soul might be small, but they're tough. My body and soul. Well, thank you, Homura. Thank you very much. Oh, what a nice, sweet exchange. I like this mission. That ought to do it. I can do this. Oh, Mirai. It's just Haruka. Why are you gearing up for battle? I'm going after them. Hmm? The people who always used to tease me. Tease you? That's why I joined Hebijo to begin with. I wanted to learn to be an evil shinobi, then go get revenge. I can't wait any longer. If I don't get them back, I can't move forward. I see. I understand. Do as you wish. But perhaps you might benefit from a dry run first? Dry run? I'll use my illusion technique on you, to make the puppets look like your bullies, you see. So I can practice on them. Okay, let me see the illusions. Very well, here goes. Now, fight with my puppets. Right, I'm on it. They're just gonna look like generic mobs again. Overcome the trauma. That seems like a pretty difficult mission to just accomplish. Yeah, they're just dummies. Maybe it's just like, well, we're not under the trance, Mirai is. Mirai sees bullies, but we just see dummies. Or maybe it's trying to say that bullies are dummies. Yep. I like that. You're dumb if you bully. I think we can all get behind this. Yeah, her dash is super. It's a lot bigger than the others, I think. Oh my god, I just cannot fucking parry. Just blow them all up. I just really don't like using Mirai. There we go. So I thought that when the meter filled and you got that ability, it was only present during that ability, like while I'm in Frantic. But as we can see, that I'm still getting the parry into an aerial rave. So I get it's just a passive thing you always have, which is super great. It's a good way to improve your character. Even if you're like just use Frantic mode until you don't have to anymore if you don't want the sacrifice attack for defense. So it's super handy to just get it out of the way nice and early. It's the last guy. Yeah, of course I transformed to defeat 2 guys. That's probably not going to give me any meter. Or maybe it's just based on overall fighting. Guess I'll find out. I did it! Mistress Haruka, I did it! Nicely done. I didn't let them beat me this time. Very true. You did indeed win. Now you should go take a bath and get to bed. Huh? Listen, Mirai. The power we're taught to wield as evil shinobi can indeed bring you the revenge you seek, but we're also taught to value and respect that power. We acquire our precious strength through harsh training. That puts us far above any common bully, and we shouldn't use our power as they would. Mirai, I believe evil has a certain sense of pride. Mistress Haruka. But if it starts to bother you again, you can fight my puppets anytime you like. Okay, I understand. Ah, wonderful. Your words were very touching. You have a nice side to you after all. What do you mean? I'm always nice. Besides, if you'd failed to listen, I'd have simply turned you into a doll. I take it back, you're still scary. Yeah, I barely got just the littlest of pinch there. I stand in front of the table tennis table and raise my voice. That was just weird. Alright, first up is table tennis. Let's get serious. The recreation room has about 8 tatami mats, but only one rundown gaming table. I tighten the sash on my yukata. All 4 of my friends are wearing them too. But Homura, we've only just arrived. Can't we have a moment to relax? Haruka's yukata has opened at the front. No time for relaxation. Live each moment as if it was your last. We're away from school, at an old hot springs resort. This annual team building trip is a special privilege for the elite class, and this year we picked out the place. Nothing too fancy, but the food in hot springs sure are nice. First match is Mirai versus Akage. I'm working out the playing field. Okay. Sure, why not? As they look at each other across the table, I nod to myself. I'm the coordinator of this trip. It's my duty to make sure everyone enjoys it. We're allotted 200,000 yen for travel expenses, so lodging and train tickets are up to us to figure out. Unfortunately, the elites are pretty set in their ways. If I hadn't taken charge, no one would have agreed on when to leave. So being the organized person that I am, I stepped up to take on the job of travel coordinator. And as a travel coordinator, I absolutely have to make sure everyone has a good time. I put in a lot of time picking out the inn and writing up an itinerary. If the trip ends up being boring, it means I lose. And I don't lose. Here I go! Mirai poses awkwardly and gives a weak serve. Kage stands and stares fixedly at the ball. Then, having gauged the timing, she returns it with all her might. Into the wall. Whoa, whoa! The ball bounces around so fast, it's like it's everywhere at once. Like a ricocheting bullet. Haruka and Yomi cover their heads and run around. Hey Kage! Hit it back to Mirai! Despite my cries, she remains as expressionless as ever. Why do I have to do that? She's not just asking to clear up the rule. I have to explain why games are fun. Listen, Kage, the thing about sports is that I know it'll take a while to tell her about the joy of sports, and I don't want to keep the others waiting. Oh, keep playing, everyone. No time to waste. Okay. Sure. Very well. We spend the next hour wringing every last drop of fun out of the game. Alright, wasn't that fun? Everyone nods in response. I'm starting to get hungry though. Yomi, I knew you were gonna say that. I then lead everyone back to our room. When we get there, we find our food has already been prepared. Standing in front of the feast, we each let out an involuntary sigh. I seat myself on the cushion and look over the food. A giant prepared lobster. Flounder, bream, and tuna sashimi. Grilled prawns and abalone steak. Deep fried fish. We're almost drooling as we look it all over. Apparently, some specially selected Japanese beef is also coming. Everyone, if there's anything you can't finish, feel free to leave it. Yomi produces a large plastic food container. Alright everyone, let's dig in. We pour the juice into our glasses, make a toast, and then dig into our favorites. Oh no! Mirai suddenly calls out. It's Sis! Yomi's face down on the table. Yomi, what's wrong? Pardon me, I seem to have fainted from the cornucopia flavor. With that explanation, she pops back up and keeps eating. Everyone laughs at Yomi. Rowdy voices ring out from the next room. Please compose yourself. Hey, whoa everyone, settle down. Come to think of it, the next room is pretty big too. Another group of girls must be staying here. Thanks for the meal. It was delightful. Thanks. Delicious. Indeed it was. Each one of us has cleaned her plate. Yomi peers into the rice bowl and sighs, realizing that there's none left to scoop into her container. We stop her before she can fill up on more from the kitchen. Okay, we've had our meal, so next up is the hot springs. Now that our bellies are full, it's time for the main event, the mighty soak. As we wander down the hallway, the scent of sulfur tickles my nose. We approach the springs, our spirits lifting. We push aside the curtain, enter the women's changing area, and quickly strip down. Towels in hand, we slide the door aside and walk into an ocean of steam. A gorgeous open-air bath lies before us. The large bath is surrounded by cypress planks. Over the fence to the right is a mountain dotted with cherry trees, and to the left is the beach. The view is astounding. Looks like we're the only ones here. Ugh. After I rinse my body, I dip my hand in the water. It's hotter than I'd expected. Probably a little over 110 degrees. Be careful, everyone. Careful of what? Kage is already in the water, swimming and writhing like a snake. Isn't it hot? Is that a problem? We can't quite follow Kage's lead, so we slowly let ourselves get acclimated to the water. I sink in a bit. Ah, that feels so good. I unconsciously let out a moan of utter bliss. It really is amazing. Ah, isn't it though? Oh, this is great. Apparently my friends feel the same way. The water feels so good you can't help but say so out loud. While we're all settling in, and we hear boisterous voices coming from the dressing room. Maybe it's the girls from the next room. It's hard to see clearly in all the steam, but it looks like one of them is skipping around all giggly. This is great! This is great! Just as she declares how great it is, she falls spectacularly.